Zigmantas BALCYTIS for president. The situation. In December 2013, the Social Democratic Party announced its presidential candidate. Zigmantas BALCYTIS, a man nobody had expected to be the candidate. Despite of being a highly experienced politician, as a former temporary prime minister, a former finance minister, as well as the transport and communication minister, BALCYTIS had been a member of the European Parliament for the last couple of years. Hence, he was not a part of the local political arena and was almost completely unknown to the public at this stage. In November 2013, only 2% of voters said they intended to vote for him, and by January 2014, just before the campaign started, only 27.5% of voters even knew who the man was. The challenge: to raise the awareness of the candidate, to make him known, and to get him into the second round of the presidential elections. But why? Why is the second round of the presidential elections so important? The European Parliament election turnout in Lithuania is one of the lowest in Europe at just about 20%, while in presidential elections, more than 50% of voters cast their ballot. The second round of the presidential elections coincide with the European Parliament elections, meaning the voter turnout will be much higher. The solution. The election campaign is turned into a job interview with the candidate applying for the position of the president. The employer, the citizens of Lithuania. The job interview became the backbone of the campaign.
Sveiki.
Labą dieną.
Esu Zigmantas BALCYTIS, kandidatas į Lietuvos Respublikos prezidentus. Atėjau į darbo pokalbį.
Tai prašom prisistatyti.
Tai gal pradžioje aš norėčiau įteikti savo gyvenimo ir darbo aprašymą.
Oho. Buvot susisiekimo ministru. Ką jūs padarėt?
100 kilometrų per vienus metus būdavo išasfaltuojama ir tai žmonėm ne tik tai palengvino susisiekimą, bet jiem ir atvėrė didesnės galimybės vystyti smulkų verslą.
Gal galėtumėt plačiau papasakoti apie savo patirtį Europos parlamente?
Aš supratau, kaip veikia ES mechanizmai ir manau, kad ateityje jinai bus man naudinga, pritaikant savo patirtį čia Lietuvoje.
Ar jūs rekomenduoti į šį postą?
Vienas iš tokių galėtų būti ir dabartinis ministras pirmininkas Algirdas Butkevičius.
O čia tikrai su Algirdu Butkevičiu šneka?
Tikrai taip. Su Zigmantu BALCYTIS esu pažįstamas jau 15 metų.
Sakė, kad jisai tinkamas prezidentas.
Tai patyręs politikas, sąžiningas, principingas, atsakingas.
And even in meetings with actual voters, which instead of a regular rally tour, were transformed into job interviews. Instead of populistic promises, the candidate could present his political experience. His CV was something nobody could argue with, something that helped to avoid bitter questions and comments from journalists and awkward situations during public debates. And it implied and communicated something even much more important and very much in line with the party's and the candidate's beliefs, that being the president is not some sort of privilege or a post of honor. Rather, it's a highly demanding job in which your manager are the voters. A tonality unseen in Lithuanian political advertising, which usually consists of talking heads. The results. The awareness went up already during the first weeks of the campaign. Within the first 3 weeks, from 27.5% to 37.3%. The percentage of voters intending to vote for Zigmantas BALCYTIS increased from 2% to 4.1% by early March and to 7.5% by early April. The political ad made it to the top most remembered and most liked TV commercials that month, a feat political advertising rarely achieves. The competitors started trolling and even openly copying the campaign in media, helping Zygmantas BALCYTIS to gain even more awareness and popularity. At the end of the first round, BALCYTIS got 13.8% of the vote and won over 5 other candidates to make it to the second round of the presidential elections against the current president. So, fingers crossed.